kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Love escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Jones. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Able to slither by. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And the ball is knocked out. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Love looking to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready from back at their own 10-yard line. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
David Onyemata coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Glove. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
After the penalty, it's Jones, and he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd and long for Love. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Starting the drive with Algier. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he will pick up the 1st down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One gain of 26 yards. And the Falcons first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, love to pass. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs.
On the ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Keep our boys. Let's do this, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Play smart, baby.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Complete.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for him, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And Reed with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. An inside give to Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running right, Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now Love. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Following the interception, Love got a man and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Calling a a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Ridder will throw for it.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 5. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Love. Flushed out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And some room to maneuver. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
So So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. He's back to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Pass caught, Miller.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Back to throw.
Finding Miller once more, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to almost certainly win the football game. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The crew just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.